What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing some rationalizing of denominators. Remember, rationalize is just a fancy word that essentially means what I want to do is remove the square root. So radicals are not in simplified form unless I do not have any square roots inside the denominator of a fraction. Remember, the denominator is the bottom. So what I want to do today is I want to get the root 2, root 5, and root 3 out from the denominator of those fractions. Now, in order to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply by another fraction. This second fraction is going to use the value in the bottom and is going to be equivalent to 1. So I'm going to multiply by a fancy form of 1, root 2 over root 2. Now, I know root 2 over root 2 is just equal to 1 because anything divided by itself is 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply straight across. So 1 times root 2 and root 2 times root 2. This is square root of 2 over square root of 4. Now, the reason that I picked square root of 2 is because it's going to create a perfect square on the bottom. So the square root of 4 is a number that I know. The square root of 4 is just 2. So 1 divided by root 2 and root 2 over 2 are the same thing. Let's do the same thing on number 2. So I'm going to multiply by, this time, root 5 over root 5. This is 2 root 5 over the square root of 25, 5 times 5. But again, I know that that's a number I know. So the square root of 25, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase, and I'm going to replace that with the number 5. So 2 root 5 over 5 is the simplified radical version of what I started with. Okay, let's do one more. Let's tackle number 3. So I'm going to multiply this by root 3 over root 3. So I've got the square root of 12 up top. In the denominator, I'm going to have the square root of 9, but that's a number I know. So I'm going to have root 12 over 3. One more thing we need to take care of is the square root of 12 can be broken down into root 4 times root 3. So the very last thing that I'm going to do here then is I'm going to rewrite this as 2 root 3 over 3. There's my simplified version of what I started with.